My name is Anthony D Shannon, and I'm a native of Michigan, right? And I grew up in Pontiac, and then of course transferred to Detroit. So, you know, in Detroit, you got to learn to be tough. You got to be resilient, persevere. And that's where I learned all that stuff, you know, how to overcome. And what's amazing to me is that now I speak, but earlier in my life, I didn't speak. I couldn't articulate, enunciate. I had all kind of challenges. And it's amazing that once you conquer the fear, the thing that once chased you away, you now teach people how to overcome and walk it in a new way.
Wow, that's amazing how you could take something that was once something that you struggled with, and now it has just it's taken off.
Absolutely.
And it's now become the thing that you're great at.
Yes, indeed. And so now we created, you know, Anthony D Shannon Consulting Group, right? And that group now helps others to do the same thing. You know, in school, they put people in categories because teachers teach to the smartest student. And so everybody else gets pushed to the side. So if you don't catch it, can't grasp it, they kind of move you to the side. And then they categorize them. They say, okay, these people got to go into special. You know, it's a special thing. Well, guess what? There's many people out there like that. And there's got to be somebody who can help them also overcome. That's where we come in. Anthony D Shannon, consultinggroup.com will help you do just that. Overcome, persevere to your destiny.
Excellent. So I know you know the importance of using your talents to the best of your ability, but more importantly, using your unique voice, telling your story, getting your message out there. And I know that's one thing that the Leadership Experience Tour does. So can you speak a little bit on that?
Sure. Let me tell you about the Leadership Experience Tour. There's many speaking platforms. There's many doors of opportunity, but there's none that will give you the whole package deal, especially if you're an aspiring speaker. Even if you are a seasoned speaker and you need updated photos, updated video, because no matter who you are, no matter where you go, everybody who says, I want to speak for that group, or I want to go and apply to speak at that group, everybody's asking for a bio. Everybody's asking for photos. Everybody's asking for current video. Well, where are you going to get a whole package deal? I'm going to tell you, at the Leadership Experience Tour. The Leadership Experience Tour, Dr. Shawn, that's what I call him, he put together a diagnose and a prognose all together. He diagnosed, you need to get from here to there. I'm going to give you the prognosis. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to sign up, get you a package, and guess what? Get on the Leadership Tour. We're not going to leave you stranded. We're going to walk with you hand in hand. We're going to talk with you. Listen, we're going to encourage you. Then here's the biggest part. We're going to let you practice. We're going to let you practice in an environment that's safe to mess up, safe to stumble, but on the day that we launch you on that stage of the Leadership Experience, cameras are flashing, people are streaming, folks going to be looking at you from all over the world, and you're going to look like a superstar. And then the pictures will define who you are and who you're becoming. And most importantly, the gift, the talent that you didn't know was really there, it's going to rise to the occasion, and you're going to shock yourself and say, I like this. I like this new me, or the evolved me. I went from point A, now I'm at point E, and I didn't even have to blink. I'm there. All because the Leadership Tour. I always say to people, if you want to get from here to California, you need a vehicle or you need a roadmap. Guess what? We're giving you both. Roadmap and vehicle, how to get from point A all the way to your destiny. It's the Leadership Tour. And guess what? We've been coming to the UK.
That's right. So now that you said that, that's a great segue. So yeah, the Leadership Experience Tour is definitely expanding. Mm-hmm. So there's growth there, you know, and it is called a tour, which means it's not staying stagnant. It's expanding. It's going global. First stop, London, the UK.
Hey, everything starts small.
What was your reaction when you heard the news that we are going global?
You know, I remember talking with Shawn some couple of years ago, and I said, Dr. Shawn, we're gaining momentum. And you know, the thing about momentum, you got to ride it. You can't stop it and start. It's like music. If you ever dance, you know, I used to be a dancer. I was very good, right? I was a model, and we put both of them together sometime. And once the music started, you get a rhythm, you get a synergy that's going on. You hate it when they went, you're like, hey, wait a minute, you messed up my flow. The momentum that has been started with the leadership tour, many people who thought they couldn't speak. I know this for a fact. Everybody has a story. And the story is not just limited to Michigan. It's not limited to just California or DC. It's global. And why would you stay in a local pond when you have a global ministry, a global message, a global business? And this here is global because people have stories all over the world. But here's the good news. In today's time, we can make that short distance. You can get on the internet. You can stream. I can be in Timbuktu tonight. I can be in California the next day. I can be two places at the same time and be sitting here. That's amazing. So when I heard we're expanding globally, I said, let's not stop the momentum. Even the people in UK, South Africa, come on, Europe, need the leadership tour. And we're coming right where you are. Don't you dare think for a moment we're going to miss you. Get on this train while the momentum is riding.
Wow. How important is it to make sure your message is global, to make sure that you are making a global impact around the world with your story?
You know, that's a good one because most people do not think who they really are have the ability to go around the world. When they get connected with the leadership tour, that's when they start their eyes open. And I tell people all the time, exposure is everything. When you think about the big three right here in Michigan, and you think about the assembly line, right, where Ford had it and he brought out with it. Well, guess what? He went and saw these farmers getting hay out of the stacks and moving them down with an assembly line. That's what they called it. Well, he took that and said, oh, wow, man, I'm going to take that back. That's how I'm going to make my cars. And created the assembly line. He wasn't the author of it, but he was exposed to it. And when he got exposed, guess what? They went all over the world. And because of exposure, people's message will go all over the world.
Wow, that's amazing. If you could talk a little bit about Shawn Fair. What was it about him that resonated with you and made you want to be a part of the speaker platform?
You know, I'll tell you because, you know, I'm a, what do I call myself? A lifetime learner, right? I'm a student of greatness. I like to see how great things happen. And what I found out is everybody start somewhere. Everybody started small, and then guess what? It expanded. So I even tell people, don't despise small beginnings, because guess what? If you be consistent, that's how you win. Dr. Shawn was consistent. He's charismatic. He's handsome. He's smart. He cares. He has compassion. Well, guess what people need when they're trying to learn? They need all of that. They don't need someone arrogant. They don't need someone that says, you don't know it, I'm sorry, or to make someone feel like they don't have the goods. No, there's plenty platforms like that. There's plenty platforms. You have to know somebody, or you have the elite club, but there's only few that can coach you. And a coach will take you where you want to go and make you believe in the potential that's in you, where you should go, where your friends and family like you just the way you are. But Dr. Shawn, he said, no, I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be a narcissist. I want to share this to help others reach their destiny. I think that's when there's great in you, because Zig Ziglar says when you help more people get what they want, you then get what you want.
Wow, that's awesome. If you could sum up the Leadership Experience Tour experience in just one word, what would that be?
Wow. Wow. The word wow means that all of the faculties within side of you have not only touched you emotionally, it's touched you cognitively, and it even touched you spiritually. Because what this Spirits Tour does is it makes us a family. Right? It makes us to be able to care, not just one person. There's several people that are helping you. You've got video, they care. You've got Emma, who's taking pictures, she care. You got other photographers, they care. You have Dr. Shawn, he cares. His team cares. You got Dr. Rhonda, she cares. And let me tell you something. My grandmother said it this way: game, no game, right? So therefore, what comes from the heart will reach the heart. And when you get touched in your heart by this group of people, by this tour, it makes you want to be a part of the family. And it makes you go tell others, I got a place for you where you can go and learn how to speak, learn how to get the package together so that when you go on other platforms, you're together. You don't look like a novice. We make you leave here like you are an expert with the experience that you need. But most people always say, do you have any experience? Well, I graduated from high school. Do you have any experience? Well, I got a degree. Do you have any experience? No. So you got to get both. You got to have knowledge, information with manifestation. That's the leadership tour. We give you all of it. So when you leave, you can tell somebody, I spoke on a stage. You could tell somebody, do you have nice oh, I got professional photos. You can tell somebody, oh, check this out. And it's recent. It's stamped with a recent, not 1968. We know what you was in 1968, but what about today? I think it was Janet Jackson that said, I know you love me. What have you done for me lately? We make sure you're up to date, relevant, and you're ready to go knock down the next door to encourage somebody.
Awesome. Now, what would be your best advice for someone who has not yet experienced the Leadership Experience Tour, or may be thinking of doing it but are sitting on the fence?
I'll say it this way. You get more on your way than you do when you start. If you never start, you get nothing. There are a lot of people, and I even know this to be true, there's a lot of educated derelicts, right? They got education, do nothing with it. They got master's degrees, doctorate degrees, do nothing with it. And then you have people with no degree, but they do something with it. You know how you walk 5 miles or 23 miles? You know how you walk that? You just put your shoes on and get to moving. So you got to get up, fill out the information, and come to the leadership tour. If you do not do that, you're doing yourself injustice. But if you do it, just think, the destiny, the dream, the platform you wanted is around the corner, just merely waiting for your recognition of it. Get up, don't delay, do it right